Hey guys, welcome to episode 29 of the Splat Report. I'm David, and today we're going to talk about the rising squid land that happened last weekend. Not like the weekend after last. And the 4.3 patch that happened, that just came out over the weekend. Lots of things to talk about as far as that goes. First off, starting with the Platinum Cup, we have Ghost Gaming dominating the event, winning both the Rising Squid Land and the Platinum Cup 5. Huge accomplishment for them. Obviously, going in, the favorite's always going to be the Japanese team. Star Kindred, an amazing team, end up winning the Open to sort of get to Germany, win the trip to Frankfurt, Germany. Amazing to see that team. Just how young some of those teams are, or some of those players are. They're like half the size of some of the players on Ghost Gaming. It's amazing to see when they go and shake hands. It's actually really cute after the event. I think a lot of them went, and there's some video, I think it was Redo that posted it, about them riding on a Ferris wheel after the event. That was really, really cute, really neat. And just amazing to see at their age, like 10, 12, just how good some of those players are. Kind of scary to think just how good they'll be in like 6 years when Splatoon 3 or 4 are out and they're playing in that. It'll be a scary thought for sure. But amazing to see what Ghost Gaming was able to accomplish there. They put in a lot of work and it definitely paid off. Really, for them to beat the favored Japanese team, I think really proves, just how good that team is, and proves, that the West can compete against Japanese teams. It's not, just complete domination, but, the top West teams can duke it out with the top Japanese teams. All right. The other part about Platinum Cup that I want to go, KP, Kraken Paradise, disappointing to see that, again, kind of cursed when it comes to lands. They weren't able to bring their full roster to the event in Germany. Banana, I guess last minute, wasn't able to go, so they weren't able to get Plantro from Finland. Really disappointing to see. Things might have been different. Ghost may not have been able to win those events had, the full team showed up. I don't know. We'll never know. But really disappointed to see that. Kraken Paradise, felt bad for the team. I thought this was going to be like their land debut. They'd really come in and show it, show what they could do. They end up getting 4th place Platinum Cup. I'm sure, disappointing for them. Definitely sad to see. Definitely sad to see. The last thing I want to mention about the Platinum Cup is the exhibition match that they had before the Platinum Cup event on Sunday. I thought was an awesome sort of symbol of community. I think, it's important, Platinum Cup kind of celebrates the best of, the community, the best teams that are out there. They also, symbolically showed that, everybody's part of the community, everyone competitive, whether you're the very top or you maybe just sort of interested, all of them taking part in an event like this, I think is a really important gesture and shows, a sense of unity in the community, and shows, that everyone that takes part in it, everyone that competes, is an important part of, what makes the Splatoon competitive scene great. So that was a really cool gesture. And hopefully we'll see more of that. All right, guys, let's get right into the 4.3 patch. And much to my chagrin, after saying that, it's not Damage Up 2.0, it is Damage Up 2.0. I was wrong about that. Yeah. Wasn't expecting like half the main power-up abilities to be Damage Up. And honestly, the ones that aren't Damage Up, kind of bad. Some of them, like the range up buff for Jet. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this could be really cool. Jet will be different. And it's just not. It's just unnoticeable. Same thing with the E-Liter. I thought like, oh, E-Liter, man, that'd be like, it's different from Chargers because it's a super rare. It's nothing at all. Like, you have to put like a gazillion points to even see the difference. It's really disappointing. Hopefully they'll buff it future iterations. looks like Splatlings are getting a lot more popular. Main power up, I just saw the graph Liam put out the other day on it, and it doesn't seem like it gets a whole lot of frames for it, especially like things like the Nautilus. So I'm not sure if it's going to be really good, but as far as team comps go, it is getting more popular because, and PK Fuzzy explained it really well, is like the bubble comps like Tenebrella, as long as they're going to remain strong, Splatling is going to be preferred over Charger, because Splatling, Chargers really can't pop bubbles at all, so they can't pop the enemy bubbles, they can't pop the ally bubbles as well, and not to mention, you have shields constantly. Splatling a little bit better at shredding those shields. So as long as those compositions are popular, you're probably going to see more Splatlings than Chargers. Not to mention, because of the bubbles, Inkjet's not quite as good. When you get into a team fight situation, Inkjet's not going to be able to do anything, versus an umbrella shield and a bubble, and it just doesn't have any soft targets to go after. So Charger was really good at beating, or taking down Inkjets. So if that's kind of out of the picture, again, you'll see Charger drop off a little bit. And I don't see this patch doing anything to change that too much. Tenebrella shield got nerfed a little bit, but it also can kind of make it up with main power. So that's hard to say. Ink resist, bomb defense up. Ink resist got a buff. Bomb defense now, DX version combined with cold-blooded. These could be a things, and the way I'm saying it is because of damage up, when you have like 99.9 damage back in the game, having a little bit of ink resist might help you live from because right now if you're in ink for a second, you're gonna end up dying. So having that little bit of ink resist to give you this little bit of buffer to get out back in your own ink could prove useful. Same thing with bomb defense. If you think about 65, a long range, the far damage from a bomb does 35. You combine it with 65, that's 100, and that kills you. All right, quick math, guys. And and obviously with stuff doing 66.6, that's over the range. So a little bit of bomb defense combined with the fact that armor got buffed versus Stingray. Kenzo Umbrella still seems good. Armor, I think, is going to be a little more prevalent in the meta. Bomb defense definitely helps with armor and could help you live from, damage plus a bomb with the damage up now. So I can definitely see that getting more popular too. All right. Stingray Nerve. That was a big one. Long time coming. I still think it's going to be good. It got hit pretty hard. Seeing that chart that Liam put out with the Stingray Nerve, before, after, it's pretty sweet. I think it's just too good of a special, and it's still going to be good, even despite it getting nerfed. I think it definitely needed to help be brought in line. Hopefully this gives a little more versatility in backline for other modes. I still think in Rainmaker, Tower Control, it's just so good, because it just really helps secure the game. An overtime win for you guys. If you're in the lead, it's critical. And then, of course, you need Stingray to fight other Stingrays. So there's that dynamic, too. All right. New weapons. Bloblobber. It seems like a really good set for painting. I don't know if it's going to be good in competitive, but JM Sprinkler plus Suction Bomb Rust. That's painting like crazy. Interesting. So that's an interesting set. The ballpoint is seeing play already. And it's kind of crazy because you think Beacon's got to suck. But it seems like it's going to be a really good support kit. And the people were explaining to me is if main power up is a thing and you don't have as much QR, something like a Beacon might help mitigate, some of the time lost between not having QR and getting back in the fight. Assuming a ballpoint can, hold a pretty tight position. If the play slows down, then it's going to be good. Kenza Rapid, excuse me. Kenza Rapid seems really strong, at least at first look. Torpedo is just ridiculous, and Rapid, is a pretty decent weapon on its own right too. I can definitely see that seeing play. The Googlas, Kenza Googlas, actually seem like they have potential. It's got a really cool kit. Fizzy Bomb is really good, and armor, obviously nice. Kind of got an interesting support set. Can roll damage up, has potential with it, or should I say main power up. If with enough main power up, it's like, I think it's like 26 points though. You can get, like we can roll, and it does a little under 60, but the regular hit does like a little over 40 and ends up being 100. So you could get a buff shot and a non-buff shot and still kill. That could potentially bring in a lot more, consistency with the weapon. Help them get, 2-hit splats more often. I don't know if it's a thing that can really fit all those points in, but we'll see. And this is really the sort of exciting part of the patch, especially a big one like this, is the meta could be really shaken up, So how things fall out is really always really exciting to see. Definitely keep an eye out for Western tournaments and Japanese tournaments to see what they're going to be trying out, what's going to go down. But as far as predictions, I can definitely see, if Rapid's good, Umbrellas might be getting worse. But if the bubble comps are still good, you're going to see more Splatlings. I think ballpoint's definitely going up in favor, at least, from what I've seen so far. People are really using ballpoint a lot, and if that catches on, then hard to say if that, that with that being a backline, what other comps are going to look like. It's just awesome. It's awesome when a new meta pops out. Some people don't like damage up, but we'll see. If it changes things up as variety of the game, it's going to be good. But if it takes variety away, at least at that point they can make some balance changes, nerf a few things, buff a few things. I do hope that some things like the Jet and E-Leader, the main power up, gets a little change. I think it needs it. But overall, exciting patch. All right, guys, that's it for my report. Let's go to the comments. I got one from Kick-a-Pow. Wonder if I will use it, though. It's 10 points to make a slight difference. He's talking about main power up. That's from my last video, main power madness. And yeah, it is going to be interesting to see. I think there's certain weapons that's really going to be good on. H3D looks like they're willing to sink a bunch of points in just because it gives you a lot of extra damage. And again, like I said before, consistency as far as getting those splats. I think a few weapons you're definitely going to see people use main power up on, but actually, yeah, I think on H3D, I'll have to get the actual point values, but I think they're sinking a lot. So as far as just how much they're willing to put into it, I think really it'll be dependent on the weapon. I still don't see Slayers putting in more than 10, 13 points into it, because you really need quick respawn, stealth jump in those positions. So that's it for my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.